On this episode of Team Building Saves the World. So you've gone through your interviews, you've gone through your data, you have a list of changes that you think would be beneficial. How hard are those changes to implement?
Some are extremely hard. And extremely hard because one, it may be a resource issue, it may be a money issue, it may be a time constraint issue, depending on the industry. And two, it could not two, but four, it could be an issue because, it requires them to think differently. And as we know in our own personal lives, change is hard. Thinking differently when you've been thinking a certain way for a long time is hard. So when I give them recommendations, I give them as quick wins. Like, here are the things that you can do immediately that will start to shift things. And then I give them as short-term wins, long-term goals, right? Like, you can do this over the next year, and you can do this over the next 3 years, over the next 5 years. So I break it down into pieces that are digestible. And usually once they see, oh, there's something I can do easily, like a quick win, like communicate with my employees. Maybe I should have meetings once a month with my team as opposed to once a year. You know what I'm saying? Or I should have the team create a newsletter to let people know what we're doing. Those things are quick wins. So once they start to see the impact of the quick wins, because as we know, when we're putting forth effort in anything, personal or professional, once we start to see positive change, we want to keep that momentum going. So I break it to them in digestible pieces over like quick win, short term, long term. And a lot of times some of them do ask me to help them through implementation because it is so new to them, or to advise them through implementation. And I'm like, of course, I want you to succeed.
Hello, team. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of that video. If you'd like to hear more from that podcast, you can follow the link down in the doobly-doo below. Of course, follow us on all of our social media at Team Bond Podcast, and be sure to leave us a comment that I can read aloud on future episodes. And as always, if you liked that video, don't forget to click like and subscribe. And if you didn't like the video, just shut up about it. Everything's going to be fine. See you next time, team.